What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about how we're going to prepare for the upcoming week with all this crazy volatility going around, okay? Last week was a cluster F. We'll just say that, okay? I'm up like crazy one day, and then, an unprecedented thing. No one's ever really manipulated the way that the market works quite like the other day, and I'm pretty sure everybody's just as angry as me. We were pretty much cheated out of our money. Like, I lost 400% in one of my calls, that I have, and I just think that's ridiculous. But we'll talk about that later in this video. With that being said, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy on the internet, and these are my opinions. This is not going to be in any way financial advice. These are probably just going to be my opinions on things that I want to do, right? So don't take this like you're going to need to do it. Like, I'm not telling you to do this. Just keep that in mind. So with that being said, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe buttons, hit the notification bell, and tell all your friends. Let's get into it. So first, guys, we'll talk about AMC and GameStop. These are the most just talked about stocks right now. They're actually very responsible for a lot of the volatility in the market. I'm just seeing a lot of other stocks lose value, and I'm guessing that's the short sellers having to liquidate their long positions in order to pay these bills that they have to pay because they're just getting destroyed by Redditors, and I think it's hilarious. And it's also creating this kind of opportunity in two ways, right? If you're in these plays, you're making money. But at the same time, for these long plays, it's a sell. We have a sell, guys. Like, I was buying stuff at super cheap. Like, I bought some Tesla in the mid 700s the other day. And I was like, wow, man, like, this is awesome. We had a huge dip pretty much everywhere. So yeah, let's talk. So my opinions on GameStop. I know the goal for Wall Street Bets is to get it to $1,000 a share. And I think that that's admirable. But doing the math, you're looking at another $44 billion in market cap. It's going to be a while, guys. People were talking about $1,000 by the middle of this week. And I don't know. You have these brokers blocking people from being able to actually buy and sell. And I just think as long as they're doing that, there's really not much you can do. And they may do that until SEC comes in and then makes some rule or something, and then you're out money. I just think that there's too much risk here now, and I don't think there's a big enough opportunity for growth just because the market cap's so high. So that's my opinion on GameStop. If you're still in it, I would still hold. If you've got out, I don't think it's worth buying back in at this point. It's just a little too steep for me. And yeah, that's how I see it. I think that the only thing limiting it at this point is the fact that these brokers are blocking. I do think that it would drive up even higher at that case, but, there's not much you can do. You have to, you just have to deal with it, unfortunately. With that being said, let's talk about AMC. So AMC is a little different. I checked the market cap on that. I want to say it's just under $5 billion. So I see a lot more opportunity for AMC to grow, right? And I think if you're going into next week and you want to choose between one of these two, I would probably put my money into AMC just because I can see it actually driving up a lot higher. I think the target price was like $40 a share they want to get it to. So it seems a little bit more reasonable for AMC to be the one you invest in, just because I feel like you could drive up the value a little bit easier because the market cap's a little lower on that one. So that's my opinion on those two guys. I don't want to stay on them too long, simply because everybody's beating them to death at this point, and they're just driving their opinions home on them. Everybody knows what's going on with them. It's nothing new. Let's talk about Nokia. All right, this is one of my plays. I have some call options, which were kind of they're for the 19th, and I was at 400% the other day until they did all the stuff they did, and they basically robbed me, I was at 400%, now I'm in the hole. Well, I'm not in the hole. I'm not positive, but I'm only held liable for my premium, right? My problem with this is that if I have a call and you restrict buying and tell people they can't buy, my call cannot make money. There's no way for me to win. And you allow people to sell. You're basically taking my call and liquidating it at that point, and I can't do anything about it. This all happened in pre-market hours that day, and I was angry, guys. I had quadrupled my money, and here comes these brokerages, and they just drain me of my money. So yeah, I'm a little mad about that. But you know what? I ain't selling. Okay, I'm holding out. Nokia's got its earnings report on the 4th of February, and we have good news with Nokia. You know, their 5G is one thing, but they also have a contract to build a 4G network on the moon for Project Artemis for the moon base. So, yeah, you know what? We'll see where this goes, but I ain't selling, okay? So if anybody thinks that Nokia is going somewhere, I don't think so. Like, I was making some good money in this play, and I just got robbed pretty much. It's complete BS. So, anyways, guys, don't want to spend too much time on Nokia. Just wanted to kind of point out that they do have that earnings report coming up, and it's probably going to be very good. We'll just say that. So, keep that in mind. Last stock I want to talk about is SNDL, Sundial Growers, right? It's a cannabis play. And there's some talks right now of this being another short squeeze. Robinhood's restricted it, of course, because that's what they do. But, yeah, see? Talking about it. It had the highest volume on Friday. So I got me some shares. We'll see what happens. I think they're like 80 cents a share right now. So if you want to try to get in the play, it's not going to be like super expensive to buy shares, but just remember, let's say it doubles, who knows? I think it was up to 130 the other day. So I'm already like, if it goes back up to 130 this next week, I'll make 50 cents on every share I have. So I'll make some good money. That's almost 100% gain. But yeah, check this out, guys. They do have some shorts in on this play. And like I said, the volume was over 1 billion trades volume the other day, which actually was higher than every other stock, even AMC and GameStop, right? I think maybe they talk about it here. Been blast off like GameStop, for instance, ours enjoys similar interest in certain online groups. Okay, so it's not as popular of a company as GameStop, but this honestly should be up there with AMC and GameStop, just given the trading volume and the amount of interest from shorts on this. I mean, this one I do recommend looking into, guys. With all the good news surrounding, like, the opportunities for cannabis to be legalized, this one's probably going to blow through the roof long term anyways. But, I mean, at the end of the day, to me, this is probably one of the next squeezes. And, Robinhood's restricting it as well. So we just kind of have to wait and see, what happens with Robinhood and these brokers. I mean, they can't keep restricting stocks. Like these plays, they want the people to lose interest in these things. They don't want us to have money. They just don't. And, at the end of the day, we're going to do it. We're going to wait you out, It's going to happen. So deal with it, accept it, and, yeah. I'm thinking about buying calls in this, guys. I may buy some like March calls or possibly even late February calls. I don't know yet. I've been kind of looking around. I was looking at some, I think like March 19th, or I gotta double check, but I was looking at some calls on this, and I really do think that you could make some good money. But like anything right now, that's involved in these stocks, you got to be careful. So keep that in mind if you do decide to, put some call options down on these. But yeah, this is my strategy for the next week. I'm pretty much just going to hold Nokia. I'm going to watch SNDL, and I may put some money into AMC. So that's what I'm doing. Let me know what you guys are going to do in the comments below, or if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. And yeah, I hope everybody has the best week coming up as possible. I hope we all win, and we ain't leaving. Okay, I want to build this into a little army. We ain't leaving. Okay, and we ain't gonna let some hedge fund billionaires scare us off, and we ain't gonna let some shady brokerages scare us off. This is a stock revolution, okay? So we staying. Anyways, guys, have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.